bear with me for this one video because my light just went out, so I don't have my extra lighting. So here we go. Today I am doing, what am I doing? Hey guys, it's Lainey and welcome to my September wrap up. I surprisingly didn't have a really good reading month per se, but I really enjoyed the books I did read. I was just in a really weird reading mood. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to read. I was just kind of stumbling along in the month. Without further ado, let's just get started. So the first book I read in the month of September was the greatest book ever written, and that book is Gathering Darkness by Morgan Rhodes. I don't have it with me right now because it's off. I think Kayla has it, maybe Shannon has it, I have no idea, but it's somewhere not here. This was a 6 out of 5 stars. Yes, I loved this book. It's the best of the series. It doesn't come out until December, so if you are a fan of the series, I just want you to know you will not be disappointed. It was the greatest of so far of the books. It's incredible that these books keep getting better and better, and kind of how the relationships develop. I know it's funny how I ship everybody, but since this book I've narrowed it down. I kind of only ship certain characters with certain characters. I don't intermix anymore, and you'll see why once you read the book. It's very definite who to ship. I love it. The next two books I read were for the 604 read-along. It was The Assassin's Curse and The Pirate's Wish by Cassandra Rose Clark. I have filmed a review for this duology. I just haven't edited it and posted it yet, but that is something to look forward to sometime this month. I rated this one a 4 out of 5 and this one a 5 out of 5. This duology is incredible, you guys. I would definitely recommend this series if you're looking for a fantastical world to get into that combines assassinry, is that a word, and piratry. So it's a really good blend of two great groups of characters. The fourth book I read this month was Fire in the Woods by Jennifer M. Eaton. I did a review for this book and it's down below. I'll link it. I rated it a 4 out of 5. It was a really good science fiction romance, and it also has action in it and really well crafted alien lore and everything like that. So I would recommend it if you like Alienated, if you like Star-Crossed, if you like Obsidian. I think you're gonna really like this book as well. So check that out. And then the last book I read this month was The Girl of Fire and Thorns by Rae Carson. You'll see in my birthday book haul that Kayla from Bookadoodles got me the second book in this series. It's her favorite series. I started this book back in February, but I had to stop reading it because I was reading this book and Throne of Glass at the same time, and even though they are vastly different books, it was in the beginning of my fantasy genre of reading, and I couldn't read two fantasy books at the same time. I still don't think I can read two fantasy books at the same time. I picked this one back up and I finished it within a couple days. While I was reading, I was confident I was going to rate it a 4 out of 5 because I really enjoyed it, but then the last 50 pages of this book blew my mind. It was the best last 50 pages of a book I've ever read. There was no other rating I could have rated it besides a 5 out of 5. I can't wait to start the second book, Crown of Embers. It's the first book I'm going to be starting after Ribsat ends, because currently it is Ribsat week and I have to read, in my line, you better believe I'll be reading Crown of Embers as soon as I can. And those were the 5 books I read this month. It does seem like, whoa, 5 books, you did great, but it wasn't the best reading month I've had so far this year. I still obviously really enjoyed all the books I read. I just wish my mind would settle. I think 90% of the problem was a lot of these times I was reading 3 books at the same time and I couldn't focus and settle on one book, and that's why it just kind of dragged on for me. My favorite book I read this month was obviously Gathering Darkness by Morgan Rhodes, but I want to know what your favorite book you read this month was. So please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!